Hey, Share Squad. Welcome back to Share the Scare. I'm Lady Shar, and I saw something a few nights ago, and I need your help explaining to me if this is any way possible a plane or if it's something else. And there's actually two items in the film that I'm about to show you, but I want to set it up before I do. I was out in the pool. Some of you may not know I have a movement disorder that kicks in. The more tired I am, the worse it gets. And the only way to make the jerking stop is to actually physically walk. Otherwise, I will be trying to go to sleep and be having my body jerk so hard it's knocking the breath out of me. So when I have a bad flare up like that, I get up and walk at night. And I was having a flare up, so I went and got my pool right before sundown. Sorry, my nose is itching. So right before sundown, I go out and get in the pool, and I'm watching the sunset. I'm huge. I'm not really an outdoors person, but I love looking at nature and being outside as in anything in the water. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a water sign, and I've had an affinity with water forever, which is ironic because at 10 months old I drowned in the bathtub. But anyway, so I'm out in the pool so I can walk and be able to have the relief that water gives you of taking the pressure off your joints. And so I had a podcast playing, or I may have been watching, may have put on a movie, Pitch Perfect. I can't remember because I was out in the pool another night too, 2 nights in a row. Anyway, so my house faces west. My pool is directly behind my house. And the ladder is facing the house. And I'm looking from about the 1 o'clock. If due west is 12 o'clock, because that's the way I'm facing, I'm looking at 1 o'clock. I watch the sunset. I see Venus in the sky. I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, because I recently saw on Joe Rogan's podcast Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I really love him. And he was saying, the children's rhyme, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, that the reason your wishes didn't come true is because the first star you see at night is actually a planet. He said if it doesn't twinkle, it's a planet. So I'm checking out Venus, and I'm saying, Neil deGrasse Tyson, you're so freaking smart to be able to take physics and put it in a way that normal people can understand it. Anyway, so I'm checking that out. So I'm watching the sky, right? Well, the sun goes down and it's nighttime. Can still see Venus. I'm messing around in the pool, and I'm standing by the ladder. My phone's propped up on the ladder, and I look up and I see this craft coming towards me. And I'm looking at it for a few seconds, and I'm like, that does not look like a plane. It had 2 white lights like this, one on each side, and then underneath and kind of to behind where those lights would be. So on the bottom of the craft was a red light flashing. And they were all super, super bright. And so I'm watching this thing, and reach down, I pick up my phone, um, open the camera, switch it to video, and look up, and the thing has already passed over the top of me. And you'll hear me in the video, where the fuck did it go? And don't have the camera up at the sky at this time. You can see the windows of my house. That's what the bright white lights are as I'm turning, and you'll see a little bit of the light in my swimming pool, the underwater lights. But I live in the middle of nowhere, so there's not a lot of light pollution. So I turn around, and now if west was 12 o'clock, this would have been at the 7 o'clock. Okay, so I spin counterclockwise. I find the object. I start filming it, and it's going away from me. And occasionally the lights will go all together and then separate again, and then go all together and separate again. And then something much smaller, or possibly much further away than this object to make it appear smaller, goes straight up past it and on up into the sky. And I didn't just see it on my camera, I saw it visually. So it wasn't just like a small bug that was close to me that flew up. No, this was a craft. Both of these were crafts in the sky, and I don't know what they are. So I need your help. I want you to watch the footage. And I did download an app called Flight 24, which shows you all of the commercial, cargo, in anything that is registered, with the flight controllers. It shows up on this app, and you can track it real time. But I went back to the 19th and tracked it at what time I filmed, a little before and a little after, because it was 10:13 when I filmed this. And there was a plane that went across going in that direction, but it was several miles. It would have been several miles northeast of me, and it was at 37,000 feet. Now, is it possible for the flight plan to be off 3 or 4 miles, and for me to see it that clearly when it's at 37,000 feet? I don't know. I know nothing about aviation. So that's why I'm asking for y'all's help. Anyway, let me see what that video is. I just had it a while ago. Here it is. Okay. I need to, oops, not that. Okay. I'm going to show you this video. This little bit of light you can see on the side is coming from my green screen, and I don't know why. I tried moving it a little bit, and maybe if I go down like this, nope, it's still there. And I have no idea why. I tried moving my lights around. That made it worse. I don't know what that is. Okay, but let's see. Show y'all this video. Okay, this quiet time where you can just hear my pool filter running is when I had picked up the camera and turned it on.
Where did it go?
And I'm looking at where it was, not realizing it had already passed over the top of me, which I'm so mad I didn't look up and see it going over the top of me.
What the fuck?
Okay, that little bit of blue light, that was the pool. I have some underwater lights. Okay, that white light flashing by was me turning with the camera in my hand, or my phone in my hand. You can see the lights from my house. Now, this craft was traveling straight and steady. The movement is because I'm trying to get it in frame on my phone. Okay, did you see that deal just go up right through here? See that? See, it is coming all the way down from the bottom of the screen. This thing here. I don't know what either of these two things are. And then when I said, what the hell's the other thing? I kind of moved my phone out of the way and looked up and visually saw the other thing. Still don't know what it is. And if anyone knows how to stabilize a video and can take this video and stabilize it and send it back to me, I would appreciate that very much.
That doesn't look like an airplane to me. Go.
I mean, can you see how it looks like the lights are connecting and it's not matching with the pulsing? It's weird.
Whatever that is, it doesn't look like a plane.
I'm sorry. This is the first time I've watched it on anything other than my phone.
Across the horizon, just in the time it took me to get my camera, it went from being far out in front of me to being behind me, and now it's almost visually out of my sight.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had uh a a wine flavored Black and Mild in my mouth, so I was talking around it. That's why I sound funny. This video was 2 minutes and 12 seconds. There was probably only 30 seconds before that I started this video, that from the time I saw the plane, UFO, helicopter, I don't know, whatever this thing is. And in that first 30 seconds or so, I watched it coming towards me, looked down to grab my phone, change it to video, or open the camera, change it to video, and then try to find the object again. Now, I'm not saying I watched it appear, because it was already pretty close to me when I saw it in the sky. However, I didn't expect it to be moving so fast that it was behind me in just the time it took me to pick up my phone and change it over. And at the end, I'm zoomed in at like 50. That's as high as my camera will go, or my phone will go on video. That's why it's so unstable. If you've ever used a telescope, I mean, just the tiniest minute movement makes a huge movement in the sky, right? So that's why it's all over the place. Now I'm gonna try to show you. Let me see if okay. Okay. So this is the video I screen recorded from that app, Flight 24. My house is right here where this 1480 is. That's where I live. Right there. This plane comes through at the time I'm recording. So I'm going to play this for you. Okay, so is it possible I'm here looking west that I could have seen this plane? It would have been behind me the whole time, right? And you can see what time that was. 22:10, which is 10:10. My recording said 10:13. So yeah, right in there is it's the same time, but that plane was, I clicked on it. I'll just play this video. I clicked on it, showed its flight path, and sorry, I should have edited this video because I go back and forth over this time and zoom in and zoom out. But Could I have seen that plane from 30? It was at 37,000 feet.
Going back to 22:10.
Sorry, there is a fly in here bugging the crap out of me.
Okay. So this comes over.
And each one of these
The
squares
time,
is a square mile in Oklahoma. Most sections are a square mile. So when you got even squares like this, there's square miles.
I saw went right over me.
So I live here or here. So right in here. Sorry, my nose won't quit itching.
60. That plane is not going over the top of me.
Okay, so see, this is the plane going from Rapid City to Houston. And it shows its height and its ground speed. But I don't think at that height and at this, where this is, would have been behind me. So I don't think I could have seen it coming towards me and then getting behind me, if that makes sense. Because remember, I'm 3 miles, 4 miles or so away from this, and I'm looking west. I'm looking this way. I would not have seen that plane even if it was visible. I mean, I don't think that doesn't make sense to me.
To Houston. And it was at 37,000 feet altitude.
So if anyone out there knows about these visibility of planes and about plane lights and can open-mindedly look at this and give me some concrete information on what you think it is, I would appreciate it. To me, it didn't look like a plane. It was much brighter than any plane I've seen in the sky before, and I've seen small planes flying around and they go much slower than this plane or object or whatever was going, because I've watched planes in the sky, and it takes them longer than under 3 minutes to cross your visible line of sight, right? I don't know. I'm so confused. I believe in UFOs and UAPs. I mean, I believe they've been around for a very long time. The thing I'm doubting is whether I've seen one or not. I saw something. I just don't know what it is. And if you guys could help me out with that, I would appreciate it. Anyway, this is Lady Shar with Share the Scare, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video and spend part of your day with me. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you haven't yet, please like, comment, and subscribe. If there's a particular topic you're interested in that you would like me to cover on this channel, please leave it in the description. And, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace. I'm out.